with the directing duo Alex and Steffen, and you are watching Eclectic Arts Media.
Yeah, I figured out, so, okay, I could produce this sound. This is so cool.
All right, look here. Hey, this is Alex Story from Cancer Slug. This is Cancer Slug. And you're watching Eclectic Arts Media. See, I said it right.
Going to somewhere like that and playing those places that all those bands that you listen to play.
Hello, Beer Bowling Cards!
Hello, my name is Richard Winslonaker. I play Hercule Poirot at Taproot and Murder on the Links, and you're watching Eclectic Arts Media.
But I find that I have the best fans.
Hello, my name is Kate Yeager, and I play Louise Seeger.
Hi, I'm Cayman Illica, and I play Patsy Cline.
And you're watching Eclectic Arts Media.
You're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine because I don't drink tea anyway. I'm a coffee drinker, so like whatever, you know.
Aloha, I'm Jake Shimobukuro, and you're watching Eclectic Arts Media.
I think I forgot your question, but I went on a different path, but it felt great.
And I need to keep as much hair as possible because, particularly in Hindley Street, no one's got hair. You'd fit right in, Mark. So.
The sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's all right. I know it's right. And I realize that you were somebody else's girl.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Mark Sugiyama from Eclectic Arts Media, based here in Seattle, Washington. And thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday here in the US, the 7th of August, 2025. And I'd like to thank Mr. Jordan Lennon for joining me on Monday over here in the US. It was great talking with Jordan and getting to know more about his background and his business and everything else, and that the drummer that he is. So a lot of, I think, new information was put out there to the general fan base of Hindley Street Country Club. And speaking of which, the next, I actually have 2 live streams coming up that are for sure on the schedule. So the first one is this Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific here in the US. I have Hazel joining me, and Hazel is a part of 2D Cat, which is based over in Washington, D.C., and she's also a member of the wonderful band Alice, based in Los Angeles. And she's got a bunch of other things in her background. I've mentioned that she once owned an opera company. She had a dance company. She's an illustrator. She's an incredibly artistic person and a great personality. And we haven't talked in over 2 years. So there's going to be a lot to catch up on. So I've left a big old space on Sunday for that particular live stream. And this has just been confirmed as of 2 days ago, Michael Baltiera is joining me on Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific music here in the US. And Michael is somebody local that I know as a fellow concert photographers. We've shared many photo pits together, many conversations. But he also went on a real personal journey back during the pandemic when he was diagnosed as being pre-diabetic. And he was like, okay, that's a wake-up call. So he changed his lifestyle basically from the food he ate. He started getting heavily into cycling, which he still does today. He must have dropped at least maybe 75 pounds. He's also married with 3 children. And so he's just all around got all kinds of wonderful things going on. And the main reason why we're going to be talking, not just about his personal journey, but he's going to be starting his own media outlet like what I do. And so that's going to be launching, I think it's at the end of next week. So we're going to talk about all that on Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific. If you ever want to know what I have specifically coming up, anytime everything's actually confirmed, I put everything on Instagram first. So if you follow me as Eclectic Arts Media, one word, on Instagram, that's where I post things. I've seen quite a few people start following me in the last 2 weeks, and I know why, which I greatly appreciate. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, if you could do me a huge favor, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know what I have coming up, you can also hit that little notification bell, the subscribe button. If you like this video that I'm going to be doing, or I am doing right now, this interview, if you want to share the link out on your own socials, any kind of eyes onto anything that we're doing for my guests and for myself, just helps that algorithm kind of like, oh, what's going on over here? And then they kind of pay a little bit more attention to it. And if you're on the Twitch side of things, if you could follow me over there, that's also welcome. That's where I started all of this virtual work just over 5 years ago. And if you're really wanting to help me out, this streaming service costs me money. And anyone who knows me knows I'm basically broke all the time. So if you want to help me through PayPal or Venmo, there's a direct link in the YouTube description of every live stream I do. And that's only if you're in a position to do so, obviously. I know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck and sometimes not even that. So, but if you want to help me out, it'll help me get new gear. I see my ring light is half functioning right now, so I need to replace that and anything else. But again, only if you're in a position to do so. Okay. My guests today are 2 highly talented musicians from Australia. She is a powerhouse vocalist that can sing anything from Michael Jackson to music from the musical Wicked and everything in between. He is a master of the 6-string salute, playing anything from textured chords to searing leads on a wide variety of songs. They are both active members of the Hindley Street Country Club. Please welcome to the Eclectic Arts Media virtual studio, Miss Cat Jade and Mr. Jake Milic.
Hi.
What a massive intro, man. Huge.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Oh, no, it was so awesome getting a chance to put that together. And thank you so much for joining me, Kat and Jake. How are both of you?
Yeah, we're good.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man. That montage was
cold, but good.
Yeah.
That's true. I always forget that you guys, it's winter over there versus summer that I have here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
it's actually you probably need to turn the heater back on, honey, if that's okay. We turned it off before. It was getting warm, and now, yeah. Thanks, honey. Thank you.
What was the video montage a little trip down memory lane for some of the clips?
I was laughing so much.
You brought up the Frozen one. I had I don't want to say a Britney moment where you shave off all your hair and then it grows back into that awkward mullet sort of thing.
She was going for our hairstyle.
Yeah, I was going for the Mark and the Jake signature.
Yeah.
Bolo.
Yeah. That's that one was funny. And the ones where she was throwing like some
lollies.
They call it candy.
Candy, sorry.
In my mouth like this was funny. But anyway, I was laughing heaps. But thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, when I saw that you guys covered that Journey song a while ago, I'm a huge fan of Journey. And Neil Schoen's guitar playing and everything. So, here we go.
Yeah.
It was a challenge to find like certain guitar leads or something that was kind of standing out in the video. So I'm watching stuff, and you're always playing for the song, which is the way it's supposed to be. But I said, there's got to be something here. And then I said, oh, what about this? What about this? And then I like the textured part of the Mike and the Mechanics song and everything. I'm a guitar player, so my eyes are on you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, these are all Jake's babies. I'm sorry, they're not all in the shot.
Yeah.
So.
just out of curiosity, Jake, how many guitars do you have?
So I'm trying to look around.
You've got, that's Mav's guitar. That's our son.
I have like really 2 or 3 gigging guitars that I only play live, and everything else is just for home recording and, you know, just.
But you got
guitars that I've
the other
collected.
2 this year because you didn't want to wreck your Strat and your PRS. Well, that's another story.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many, 10 at least 10 to 12.
Okay,
not
so
as many as some other people. I know people have like, you know, 100 guitars or whatever, but
Yeah.
I like just having one, you know, guitar that works well and does the job and is reliable, and, you know, I don't really swap and change as much as other guitar players, but yeah.
okay. And
Sorry.
who else just joined us?
Oh, sorry. She was
Jonah
asleep. This is Toto. She's she's appeared in a few of our videos.
Yeah,
as
she
well.
has actually.
She's appeared in a few Hindley Street videos as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's everything. And how's everything with your family of 3 plus your fur baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing well. Like my parents are actually down from Sydney at the moment, and yeah, they've taken him out while we can do this.
Yeah.
So it's nice of them. But yeah, he's doing really well. Cat's good, and yeah, we're all good.
He loves his alphabet at the moment. It's currently QRSTUB, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
No, I love it. He's a very good boy.
That's awesome. I mean, I don't have children myself, but I used to work as a teacher for many years. And I just actually ran into somebody, one of my neighbors today, and she's also a teacher, and she's got like I think her daughter might be 4, and she's just there.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
he doesn't stop.
I used to work with models doing model photography like a long time ago, back like when I almost had hair. And so when some of the models that I knew well had sons or daughters of their own, they say, Mark, can we go do a photo shoot? I was like, yeah. And when they're, only months old, it's easy. But once they start moving, oh my goodness, we'd go to like a playground or something, and I would be tired in 10 minutes trying to keep up with them.
Less than 10 minutes, yeah. I don't last I'm just, or 2 minutes of chasing him, and I'm just like, yeah, like next, your turn.
I love chasing him. It's fun.
Yeah.
But definitely the newborn stage, apart from never wanting to sleep because you're just like, is he breathing? Like, and because it's your first time being a parent. Newborn stage is a walk in the park compared to toddlerdom. But no, I think we're very lucky. He's a very sweet boy, and he's not super whingy yet, touch wood, and he's very easily entertained, and he's happy. A packet of sultanas, his favorite show, and a cuddle, or just singing the alphabet or putting some music on keeps him happy. So yeah, he's a good boy.
That's awesome. And let's kind of talk with things in the present. And for fans that are watching, I said there's quite a few of you. If I forgot to mention, if you want to ask Jake or Kat a question, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow me on Twitch, and then you should have instant access to the chat. And I'll fold those questions in as we go along. But what I wanted to talk about right off the top is that Musical Mondays have been back for a little bit now.
Yay! No, we just we had a break because I'm just trying to think. We would, again, like yourself, started during COVID because all gigs just weren't a thing. They disappeared, and your income disappeared, and it was a way of keeping us sane, keeping our musical chops up as well. And then we had a break. We got married. Hindley Street started touring, and then we had our little one, and I think we just went, let's do it again. So it is, because we are, again, self-funding everything. Everything is recorded, mixed, produced, edited all by us. So we would love to do it more than once a week like we used to, but now it's just once a fortnight, or I think you guys say 2 weeks, don't you? Fortnight is a Aussie term. Apparently, someone asked me, what does a fortnight mean? I went, every 2 weeks. But yeah, so yeah, that's looking forward to doing that again. And the goal as well is to put more of the original music out there, because it's it's something that I've held on to for a long time. I've got little bits and pieces out there already. If you do a deep dive, some of it's on Spotify. Again, it's all like written, recorded, produced, and by myself. Jake's got his lovely guitar chops on some of the tracks as well. Sorry, just I can't help it. And yeah, so I'm hoping to put some more of that out there. And I said it's just for the sake of getting it out there. It doesn't matter if one person hears it or 100 people hear it. As long as it's there, then I can say I've done it. So yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm going into that awkward social awkward banter.
We asked about Music Mondays. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
tangent.
no, you're perfectly fine. I think that's one of the pluses of doing live streams is that you're in your home, I'm in my home, so it's much more comfortable. So you can. I have a very random mind, so you'll hear all kinds of weird things coming out of my head and out of my mouth, just because I'll think of something. And if I'm doing it in person, I've got like 10 minutes, and I have to sit there and hit the point and get out. But these are much more loose, so I like them. So no, you're good.
Yeah.
And for people that are wondering, what Kat just mentioned with Musical Mondays, it's on her YouTube channel, which is linked in the description of this. So when you're done, you can go right to that link and watch all the Musical Mondays that are the new ones, all the old ones. Yeah, so watch Jake sing.
Just skip that one and just press the one.
If you would like Jake to sing more,
you're there for her channel.
let him know. Yes.
There we go. So you heard the request. And I'm kind of curious too that with both of you for the Musical Mondays, are you just kind of like you said, you have a bunch of original music that you want to get out there, but like with the recent things with Fleetwood Mac and then the song from Wicked, was it just kind of like things you just felt like doing, so that's the one we're going to go with, or do you have like a list of songs and stuff that you're kind of picking through, figuring out which one should we record today?
I've got a list of songs that are in its, again, I think I don't have a favorite genre because I come from a musical theatre background. I studied jazz. I love my pop music. My parents are like, my mom's going to hate me for saying this, but I grew up with older parents, and my sister is 6 years older than me as well. So I grew up with, I grew up in the 90s, 2000s, but they introduced me to a lot of older music. So it's like I don't have like a favorite era or genre, so it's like I want to do everything.
That's good.
And that I've just gone, oh, I like this, I like this, I like that. And I said, Jake, can we do this? Or I'm going to do this week. And it's more, especially now with our son and just being time poor, we try to record when we have the time, and I try to record a few bits and pieces at once, and then so we've got a few in the bank, and then release what I've finished mixing and editing at that stage. So yeah, I'm not sure if I answered the question or not, but just, yeah,
it does. I'm wondering, Jake, for your participation with the Musical Mondays, are you like 50-50 doing things, or is Kat kind of doing more of the mixing and mastering stuff, and you're in there playing guitar, or what kind of happens here?
I play guitar, and then I walk out of the room, and she edits the video, lines up the recording, and she mixes everything. She does it all.
Oh.
So I can't take any credit for anything. I just try to.
Sometimes I force him to sing, and after much pestering, you'll do that as well. So.
But yeah, it's mainly just a guitar track, and I help her out with that, and then that's it. And then she just does everything. I haven't really edited one video.
Oh, that could be a thing to do coming up.
That's not good.
Oh.
That wouldn't be good if I went to edit something.
I'm not happy with any. I think you're your own worst critic, and sometimes, like a lot of the things I listen back and I go, oh, I don't like what I did there. I don't like this. Like even all the stuff we've released recently, I'm just I'm not happy with the mix and all that, because we've only just started it again, so it's going to get us back into a rhythm, which is a shame, because I think trying to think, maybe 2022 those videos, I was starting to get really happy and confident with the mix and the video edit and the stuff we were producing. And then because we had a break, it's like I have to relearn how to do everything. I think I said in the announcement video, I hadn't set foot in our music room for
And it broke.
Yeah, like over a year and a half, just because I've been so focused on being a mum and I guess touring and yeah, just because I think any mum would relate to just you have to sort of I think they call it finding your pink or finding yourself again. It's just you need that time to settle back into things. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I think people and fans are just glad that you're back and feeling like this is the right time to do the Musical Mondays. And I know something else that goes kind of hand in hand with it is also your Patreon.
Yeah.
And so
that's been a learning curve. Do you have Patreon, Mark?
Yeah,
I do not. I do not. No.
Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, Mark is going to set up a Patreon for himself if you would like to support him. Yeah, it's more. Just wanted to. I feel sometimes with like I even said to you with your direct message on my Instagram, sometimes it kind of gets lost in the shuffle. And what's been nice so far on Patreon is that I've actually been able to message some people directly, and then you get familiar with people that pop up and comment on your Facebook page, on your Instagram, and to see them in Patreon as well. It's like it's nice to, I guess, get to know them a little better and sort of thank them personally for continuing to support. And I just wanted to sort of give them something a little bit more for their continued support. Also, that's going to help with being able to produce, I guess, better quality content, better quality Musical Mondays, better quality originals. There is some stuff available for free, but then there's also like stuff that's just exclusive for VIP members, little behind the scenes, raw vocal footage. I've got a VIP live stream coming up next week. So that's launching for the first time on Patreon, so that'll be fun. And yeah, but again, it's a learning curve because I'm very new. So hopefully in the next, I guess, month or two, there's some stuff on there already, but I'll have more content for people to enjoy and have a little gaze at. So yeah, features this guy too, of course. Who's getting annoyed with? Oh, I just hit the microphone. Sorry. This heater, I'm sorry, you can't see it, but this heater, it's either really hot or really cold. I'm just like hot flushing.
That's better.
I'm too young for menopause. Sorry.
No, not a problem at all. I've told people that I've done, like I mentioned to you guys pre-show, that this is live stream number 399. So trust me, I've had all kinds of things happen with guests. There was one with an actor from the television show Yellowstone that was really popular just over here. And all of a sudden he's talking, and then I hear this donkey sound. I'm like, where's this donkey sound coming from? And his office was in his barn. So the donkey was like right next to him, making all this sound. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, his name's Cash, Mark. You know, we rescued him from a whatever thing for donkeys. I said, oh, hi, Cash. But that's on my YouTube channel. I didn't edit any of that out. You can hear that donkey the whole, like maybe 5-10 minutes. I don't know what he wanted, but he would not be quiet.
That's so funny. Is that are you going to add that to the highlights reel for your 400th
That's true. I'm gonna have to do something, but that was really funny.
You have to do a highlights reel.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to send me that link so I can watch and listen for the donkey.
Will do. Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
That's so funny.
It was with Mo Brings Plenty, who played the character of Mo on the show, and I actually interviewed Mo 3 times. A great guy, Native American. Got really philosophical with me about his people and the history and everything else. So I learned a lot during that. But I just remember all of a sudden, like, what is that sound? And had plenty of pets. Kids have shown up. I mean, anything you can think of has happened during these live streamings.
So good.
I see Karina asked earlier about I would like to know who Jake's guitar hero or heroes are.
Wow. So growing up, it was Tommy Emmanuel. He was probably my biggest influence. I used to watch these VHS tapes when I played real early, when I started playing at like 5 or 6 years old. And I just watched the tapes and try and copy what he was doing, but I never could do it. I would just watch him because I loved him. And then when I saw him in concert for the first time, I was just like, you know, I want to keep playing guitar. Like, he was very inspirational. And then as I got older, I got more into like Satriani and Vi and, you know, Petrucci and these electric guys. And yeah, kind of mellowed out as I got older, I guess. Got into like Stevie Ray Vaughan and John Mayer and that kind of thing. Joe Robinson from Australia that plays a lot in the States.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that's kind of the main influences. And then all the guys from the 70s and 80s and all those bands, of course, they were a good influence as well. But so it's probably multiple influences.
Okay, I kind of a piggyback question on that, Jake, is of those people that you mentioned, have you met any of them?
Met Tommy Emmanuel a couple times.
Ooh.
He did like a meet and greet after his shows. And I met Satriani. He did like a clinic when I was living in Sydney. So that was fun.
Also, another doppelganger with Sunny.
Yeah, I've got to put the sunnies on. And yeah, that's it out of those guys. But yeah, it'd be great to meet some of those people one day.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I got to photograph the G3 tour when it was Satriani, Vi, and Petrucci, those three. And
Wow.
it was actually where both of you played at the Moore Theater. That's where that concert was. So
Yeah, I saw
Stood where they stood.
the same tour in 2005. I was in year 10 at high school. Me and some friends went to it. I lined up all day. But oh wow, that would have been so cool.
That's awesome. I have an older brother who's 4 years older, and even though he's a drummer, when Surfing with the Alien first came out here in America, so Joe wasn't super known yet, he played a small club, but it was like 18 and over or 21 and over or something. So my brother went, but I wasn't old enough, so I didn't get to go.
Oh.
And so it's like, wait a minute, the drummer gets to go, but the guitarist doesn't get to go see him play. But my brother's nice enough to, he bought me a T-shirt after the show.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
I've
didn't
had
see
plenty of those T-shirts over the years.
Yeah, my sister did that for me when remember Five, the boy band? She got, was it 5?
Oh, you weren't old enough to go?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she got me a T-shirt. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, with the photography thing, oh, sorry to cut you off. My dad's used to do like rock photography, follow bands and that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool.
Oh,
He's
cool.
like an old film guy, old school. But yeah, that's like something in common. It's cool.
We have a really fantastic photographer that lives here locally, but he tours and like he knows every freaking band there seems to be in the world. And he started off in the film world first, and so he's got that, and obviously he's got digital now. But he's Journey's touring photographer now.
Pretty
big. Yeah, they tested out 3 photographers. I want to say it was 2017 in the summer. So they sent them on certain gigs, and then his name's Mike Savoya. Mike's a great guy. He's the guy that got the gig. So from 2018 on, I believe, anytime there's something going on with Journey, he's getting flown to go shoot those shows. He was on tour on a tour bus, the whole 9 yards. So all of us here locally are like, what was it like? What was it like? Get to hear the whole thing. And Mike, he's the most generous photographer. He'll help you out. He'll answer any questions. He's got no pretense to him. So yeah, everybody around here loves him. Fans and media alike, we all dig that dude. So yeah, I'm an interviewer first, reviewer close second, and then I'm a photographer probably third in terms of what I do with my media stuff. But I love all of it. And I mean, I'll be at an event tomorrow night. I'll be at a musical. So he's kind of going. Yeah, and we'll definitely talk. We'll definitely talk about some musical theater, Kat. I definitely want to talk about your background since I've been reviewing a bunch of this stuff. But before we get there, I see Chloe asked, "Hi, Chloe. Good to see you." She was in the other chats for Brad and for Jordan, and she lives locally here. And she said she's wondering, Kat, do you happen to have a twin sister? Because I swear I've seen 2 of you play music on your channel, or was that just a video editing trick?
That'd make life a lot easier. No, it's definitely just video editing. It's like green screen. We either use green screen or we do it's called like key masking. But yeah, that's a little bit of fun. I think during COVID, because you can't hang with people, I just said, I guess we have to be our own band. And I think I made the joke that Jake and I need friends, because I think we did Zombie and I'm playing bass and guitar and singing, and then you're playing guitar and you're playing drums. It's all the same time in the same shot.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So there's like 2 of me, 2 of you.
Yeah.
All the computer.
That takes a lot of time to put together too. And now being parents, we don't have time for the twins to feature as often.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
he doesn't want to do it at all. I thought it was just funny. I think we did it a few times initially, and we're like, "Oh, this is funny," and then we just went, "Oh." Yeah.
Okay, and I see we got another question from Jim, who's saying hello from upstate New York. And his question is, this may be a long shot, Kat and Jake, but would you ever consider singing and playing country gospel?
Country gospel? Ooh. Well, I love gospel, and I don't think I've ever listened to specifically country gospel, but this is how we met. We worked on cruise ships in the US, and we did country music as a duo in what year? 2019?
Yeah, so what actually happened was we were scheduled to go on as just like a pop duo, just acoustic duo, any tunes from any era. And there was an issue with the contract. So they said, do you want to take a contract next month, but it's going to be a country duo?
Like, sure, we'll learn music.
And I thought, well, all right, it's work and we need money. So we did the contract on it was the Carnival Fantasy, that ship.
Yeah, out of Mobile, Alabama.
Out of Alabama.
It was good fun. It was good fun.
So we actually had to learn a whole repertoire of tunes, and because we had to play 6 nights a week, we actually built up quite a big country repertoire.
We learned to love a lot of country. We learned a lot about that. It was like American country, so we learned a lot in a very short space of time. And even on the ship, we had a lot of Americans saying, "Oh, you should do Wagon Wheel," or then we learned Dixieland Delight as well. But I think before that, I think the extent of my country music knowledge was probably
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Dolly Parton. I share a birthday with Dolly Parton. Not the same year. And Carrie Underwood, so like that pop country, early Taylor Swift stuff, which is my pop country.
Yeah.
So we had an education in country music.
But definitely keen for the request. Was it Jem or whoever's up?
Is there anything specific that we should listen to?
Yeah, so Jim, if there's anything specific, go ahead and put that in the chat, and I'll relay that over to Kat and Jake. And
it's
Kat,
Musical Mondays.
We're getting more of that static from your mic for some reason. You're not moving at all. So I'm wondering if we can maybe pick up both of your voices just from Jake's mic, maybe.
Yeah, I think this one might be going flat. Maybe.
If you kind of hold it in between you or something, because I'm not getting any static from Jake's at all. And we'll see. Check.
Hello.
There we go. Perfect.
Test.
Seems like
This is the one. This is the one I didn't charge.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. We always learn these things on the fly. And I see another question came in from Chloe earlier, saying that Chloe is a working mom too, and so she's wondering how you manage touring the world and being a mom to a little one. It must be hard.
Initially, yes, and I still think I think. When was our first gig after he was born? It was like 9 days after he was born. Just because if you're a musician and you don't work, you don't get paid. So that very first gig was very hard, and my mum came with me as well. I'm very lucky that for my parents, I've got wonderful parents. So my mum came with me to the gig and held him because he's teeny tiny. And I cried having to leave him to go on stage, and I'm still not healed yet. And that was probably the hardest one. But I think because he's always been on the road and been around music. He was like, I think I gigged up till, what was the last gig I did before? I was probably 36 weeks pregnant was my last gig. With Hindley Street, I was 34 weeks pregnant. So he's just always been around music. So he can fall asleep with his headphones on while the show's on. And yeah, I think at times I think I get a lot of mum guilt.
Yeah.
And I feel bad that I'm like away from him when I should be looking after him. But I think I'm also very fortunate that I can take him with me, and a lot of mums don't get to have that because they have their maternity leave and then they have to go back to work and then have to put their baby in childcare, whereas I'm very lucky that I've got the support from the band, the support from my parents, your parents, his godparents, and we're able to have him with us. And I was talking to you before, Mark, I'm on stage and Jake says, perform to the audience, whereas I can see him standing there with his little dummy in his mouth, his headphones on, and I'm there performing to him side of stage. And sometimes he'll be out in the crowd with because Brad's partner sometimes comes on the road, and his godmum. They'll be in the crowd, and I'll see him, and I can always pick him out. I've got horrible eyesight, but I can always pick where my baby is. So that makes it a bit easier. I don't know. How do you feel?
I don't know how we do it. It's tiring, but no, it's good. It's like I don't know, just in terms of sleep and that sort of thing. Like I'm always just like, I don't care if I don't sleep, but she has to sing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like she's the one that needs the rest. You know what I'm saying? So
I think, but as I was saying before, working on cruise ships, that's a very hard slog for the voice, and because it's especially when we were doing our country music duo, I think we were doing sometimes 4 sets a night, and that was 9 days on, 1 day off. 9 days on, 1 day off.
It's a lot of playing.
And that's a lot of playing, and you do build up a lot of vocal stamina and endurance. And I've learnt to just be able to sing while I've got nothing and still be able to produce something, or I'll adjust my technique, use more mix as opposed to speech quality and that sort of thing. So even if I think Jake's heard me and I'm sick as a dog and he's like, I don't know how you're going to do it, and then we'll do I have nothing, and he just is like, you give me a look, and that makes me emotional.
No, well,
you don't hit the
it hasn't been that often, but sometimes she'll have no voice during the day or maybe tired or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's, you know. And then on stage, where does the voice come from? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Technique and years of trying to always, I don't know. I'm a perfectionist, and I'll just be like, no, that was poo, a C-, and I always try to, I don't know, I'm always trying to get better. So
technique.
I don't know, technique. Yeah, I'm a big technique nut. So yeah.
Okay. And
I think you answered that question.
Just
I think I answered the question. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you absolutely did, Kat. Can we have Jake hold that mic? For some reason, let's see. Yes.
Hello.
There's that. So when you were holding it, some of that weird crackling was coming in, but then now that Jake has it, there's a little bit of crackling, but not a lot. So I don't know, is that other mic that we're not using still on? Like
No,
I know.
Maybe it's this one that works better.
Try that one.
Hello. Turn this one off, honey.
No, leave it on.
No, you said turn it off.
Let's see. So
Is this one better? Test.
that just cleared up everything. Yes.
Okay.
Technical difficulties,
It
Rich.
was actually Jake's mic.
So it may have been
Jake's fault.
It was Jake.
I won't go that far.
Yeah.
No. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay,
No
so
worries.
Jim came back in. He said his wife is a drummer in a country gospel band, loves Kat and her amazing voice, and also appreciates Jake's guitar playing. How about the song "Just a Closer Walk with Thee"? I'm not sure if you're familiar with that song.
No, but we can check it out.
I'll definitely be having a listen to it. Sorry, I'm not familiar, Jim. But I'll check it out for sure.
Maybe that would be something that'll end up on a Musical Monday.
Just a closer walk with thee.
Yeah. Musical Mondays is kind of we do a lot of different genres, so it's good to try different things out.
Well, and Kat, you mentioned that you're a perfectionist, and there's going to be studying technique and everything else, and you kind of know or feel that you're probably pretty hard on yourself, like most artists are. We're, like you said, our own worst critic. Jake, are you in the same boat? Are you a perfectionist as well?
Not as much as her.
No, he is. Sorry, I'm interjecting because you're so hard on yourself. You're like, oh, that was crap. I swear, and I'm just like, no, it wasn't. Like, I thought you did really well. You're so hard on yourself, honey.
No, I think I just try and be realistic. Like, I really want to always have a good sound and tone. The playing is no problem. It's more just trying to sound good through a mix or, isolated or whatever it is. Especially being in Adelaide, like in this town, I feel like there's a lot of good guitar players that I kind of look up to, really. So I'm just kind of always trying to get inspired or, try different things out. But I think the perfectionist thing, she's just on another level. It'll sound incredible, but it's not good enough, She can always be better.
And someone else in the band is very much the same, and they are also bald. Her name is Condello. Perfectionist as well.
Is he?
Yeah. You're like, is he? That was sarcasm.
Probably most of the band are, I assume. Yeah.
I think we're all perfectionists.
Well, and that doesn't surprise me. That's probably why the level of what you put out as Hindley Street is so good, because everyone's constantly like not satisfied with where things are at. You're constantly pushing yourselves. But does that also begs the question, though. So, like, for both of you, when a recording session gets put out, like today, it's Thursday in the States, Friday over there. Yep. Every week there's a new video that shows up, and like today was a Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
Do you ever look and or listen and you're like, damn it, we should have done another take of that, or like you're still not quite happy with what's out there? Like, well, too late now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one this morning, which is afternoon for you guys, but I was actually happy for once with my tone and sound. I think it was actually all right. Funny, like I don't really say that much, but yeah, that was good for me. I'm sure the vocal was fine, but I was happy with the guitar part this week.
I would just like to say Jordan sounds phenomenal on that track, and he was very unwell. Like he had hardly any voice, and he sounds that good. So yeah. Shout out to Jordan Lennon.
Yeah, he sounded amazing on it.
Oh yeah, suited his voice so well.
Yeah,
but to answer the question, yes, we definitely are like, damn it, that was the wrong one.
I absolutely detest all by myself. I said I sing that live so much better than what I sang at the recording. But to be fair, I wasn't emotionally there because I just found out I was pregnant, and I hadn't told Jake yet when we recorded that song.
Oh wow!
So and then I'm singing and I'm going, I'm not all by myself anymore.
Oh whoa!
I know.
And I'm just in the background.
From a technical standpoint, I think I could have performed it better. Also, your hormones are all over the place, but emotionally, it was probably emoted accurately, because that's why I was just like crying and like the whole time I'm singing it, because that's all I'm thinking about. I know that's not what the song is about, because it's about a relationship, and I think that's what I try to do every time I sing a song, is I try to emote it, and that's coming from the theatre background, the acting background, is that you try to emote it and relate it to yourself or your character. And that's how I felt in that moment. So
you have done it live before, and it's massive, so no problem there.
See, I love hearing this behind the scenes kind of information, because clearly I put that clip in the video montage because it's got a tremendous amount of views. People know you have to hit that note, and we're all like, "Oh my god, that's stunning!" And then you're like, "Shit."
Yeah, it's funny because when you were posting the Hindley Street ones, I was saying to Jake, "Oh, I'm pregnant in every single one of these." I'm like, pregnant there.
It has nothing to...
I know, but just because this is, again, I'm not being vain, but I'm like, oh, I don't like how I look there either. But that's another story. I won't get into that. That's just for being.
They all sound great. They all sound great.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too. And I know this, that anytime I do anything creatively, that what I know and what somebody receives later are two different things, because they're seeing this finished product. I'll remember the process. I was in a really bad mood that day, or something else happened, or I got, a text from my friend that, they're not doing well, they're in the hospital. And then, but everyone who watches it or hears it, they don't see any of that stuff. They just think, oh my God, this is awesome. And it's like, but no, there's all this other stuff. So again, I love hearing behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, from a fan standpoint, you sound tremendous on those things. So both of you. So I think the whole, the whole thing of trying to pick apart what you're doing, like, I could have done that a little better, or that sounds like, you know what, at some point, and again, it's hard to do. It's hard for myself. You got to leave it and you got to move on to the next one and be happy, especially if it's having that kind of effect on people. If they're like, man, I love this. I don't know how many times I've watched all by myself on my TV. And I am by myself, so I am watching it by myself. But I've watched it a ton of times. But this is a great segue. There's another song that I watch all the time is the Human League. Don't you want the whole 80s thing? There's that video. I'm always wondering, like, what is Kat doing? Is she just being silly, or is there somebody actually off camera kind of pointing to you? I have the clip lined up, so I'm going to play it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. And it's right here.
As a waitress in a cocktail bar, when I met you, I picked you out, I shook you up and turned you around, turned you into someone new. Now 5 years later on, you've got the world at your feet.
What? You're like pointing.
Oh my gosh.
She's just a little cartoon character. She
oh crap. I was trying to insinuate that Con was the waitress working at the cocktail bar. Oh wait, no, I am, but it didn't. I don't know. I was just being an idiot.
Yeah.
Look,
very sarcastic and just having fun and
yeah. I think that was also the day that I fell over.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. We did a session of recording like middle of winter 2020
at the Bridgeway.
At the Bridgeway, and I was maybe 16 weeks pregnant, and then I fell over very, very heavily, and I really hurt my wrist, and I was also stressing, going, oh my gosh, what have I done? I've fallen over, I'm pregnant, and there's a few videos where I'm not moving my hand very much, and then like, oh, do you need to go to the hospital? I was like, nah, just do the songs.
You're just delirious. And,
so I was a bit delirious as well, probably at that point. I don't know, just trying to get through the songs.
No, we just try and sometimes a lot of those videos are quite serious.
Yeah.
People are concentrating.
Yeah.
So I think we're just trying to
keep it up.
We're just trying to have fun and muck around.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes and I think you touched on this with Brad and maybe Jordan as well, that we will record with Hindley Street. We'll record a number of songs in a session, and I feel like by the end of the night, everyone's been there a number of hours, everyone's a bit tired, and everyone gets a little bit kooky, and that's happened a few times. But on the other side of the spectrum, especially like we're talking about emoting and the big serious songs, they're songs that I feel I don't like to do too many takes of, or I'll try and do them in one take, because it doesn't feel as authentic to fake emotion. Like Why and what was it? It's all coming back to me. They were one take, I think. So that's
one take is amazing.
And I said, and Con's like, "You're happy?" And I said, "Oh, I can't replicate that emotion again. If you're happy, the band's happy. Just keep that one." So,
yeah.
But yeah, definitely I think, I'm not sure where that was during the night, Don't You Want Me, but I think that might have been towards the end of the evening, maybe. That's why I'm like,
That was a long time ago, that video.
It is for us, because we don't sleep anymore, so it feels like what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for the background. And not just for me as a fan watching it, I kept looking at like, well, maybe she's pointing at Danny, like maybe he wasn't supposed to start at a certain point or something. And it makes perfect and it makes perfect sense what you said, that the longer you guys are doing a recording session, you're kind of like, you know what, you start getting loose and kind of goofy, towards the end of it, because you're like, we need to finish this so we can kind of go home or whatever. So yeah. I've been there before, where it's like you can't keep a straight face after a while, just to kind of keep things fun.
If you If anyone, sorry, you go.
No, you go, honey.
Mine's definitely more important.
Yeah.
If you want to have a laugh, or anyone out there that's going through the channel, just pull up Magic Man. We did Heart Magic Man a long time ago.
Funny.
And just go towards the end of the video where there's like a gospel harmony singing vocal thing happening. And just watch that and you'll see what I mean by, what happens in that video. It's pretty silly.
I'm so glad you said that and not the
Something
Journey
else.
one on our track.
Yeah, anyway, it's all good.
All right, everybody. So now you know what to do after you're done watching this live stream. You can stay on YouTube and go look through Hindley Street, and specifically for that heart cover. I see another question came in though, that I can't remember see that name, but that they really like your work in Hindley Street Country Club. What are some of your favorite songs that you've performed with them? So for both of you.
You go first.
Ooh. I know, I'm still thinking. You go.
I really loved Leanne Rimes, How Do I Live? She sang that song.
Oh.
I
liked your solo on that one.
So that was a
really
good one.
Tasty guitar.
I like The Living Years. We did that track a long time ago now. That was kind of cool, like for my guitar playing. I just like the clean strat sort of thing. What else was cool? There's just been so many tracks. I Still Got the Blues was a fun one to do. Magic Man. I liked Tell Me Something Good.
That was fun.
And Somebody Else's Guy, which is what he put on the montage. There's just so many tracks. The Crowded House one that Brad did was fun.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. There's just too many.
We recorded one this week, but it's a surprise. I enjoyed doing that one. That'll be out at some point. Because that's I think anything for me. I do enjoy.
He's up there.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking. He's telling me off for looking this way. It's a social
Celine,
anxiety
Celine.
thing. Yeah, I grew up idolizing Celine Dion as a little kid and thinking I could sing them and annoying the absolute crap out of my older sister by remember the days of cassette tapes. Those old things. I'd play It's All Coming Back to Me as like a 4 or 5-year-old and rewind it and then sing it again, rewind it, sing it again, rewind it, sing it again. So I think It's All Coming Back to Me, and I was very, I need to get this right, because it's Celine and this is a song that I have grown up always loving and wanting to sing, and as an adult now I need to get it right, and we do it live and I love doing it live. So anything by Celine is, I think, because I get to challenge myself as well. Yeah, I don't know.
What else did you like? Barbara?
Yeah, I think the Barbara track, The Way We Were, because Barbara is very theatrical. So anything that sort of takes me back to my roots is a lot of fun. Actually, yeah.
Can't think right now. I feel like there's just too many tracks. So many.
I really love doing
Sweet Thing was fun.
I love doing BVs more than anything, to be honest. Because there's no pressure out the front. I'd happily do BVs any day of the week over lead. And I'm just putting feelers out there into the universe. Lady Gaga, if you would like a backing singer, I've been practicing harmonies my whole life. I am ready to be your backing singer and just love you and watch you do your thing forever and ever. Amen. So just putting that into the universe. Or Celine Dion. If you would also like a backing singer, I'm here. Yes.
Kat, there's someone here locally that I've met her maybe once, and she was at Gaga last night, and I think she's going again tonight. But what I didn't know, she's seen her 15 times, and but she's met her I think 3. And I don't know how that happened and how far back that goes, but she had pictures with her, and then I'm kind of like, what have you been keeping from me here? And she knows like at least 1 or 2 of her dancers that have been with the company for a long period of time. So I'm not saying that I have some kind of conduit for you, but there is somebody that seems to know
You
some
know
part
someone
of it.
that knows someone that knows Gaga.
Yeah.
Sorry, you don't sorry, he hates how much I fangirl over her. I can't help it. I'm it's tragic.
She
it's
loves her.
really embarrassing. This was like me when I met Kylie Minogue. I felt so bad for her. I'm just like the biggest fangirl. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're my coach, but oh my god. Anyway, sorry. I'm really bad with like people that are famous. I get excited.
Well,
so does everyone else.
I know. I really need that heater up. I'm hot flushing.
Well, I think that's the thing, is that everyone's a fan. Everyone has influences. Everyone has people that they never tire of. I'm no different. And even like, I'm sure, Lady Gaga, who you're still a fan of. She'll rattle off all kinds of artists. I can't wait to meet so-and-so, if it's, whoever. We all have them. And that also just kind of shows that everyone's still, a regular human being. How you're looking at people. I think for people that are outside of Australia, when we look at anyone in Hindley, I think I mentioned this during Jordan's interview, that we only see you as this YouTube channel and then now touring, versus maybe people in Australia saw you in a club or in another act or something else that you do. But we don't know you that way. We only know you as that, wow, I love this music, and now they're going to come here and perform for me in Seattle. I got to make sure I buy a ticket and get to the show. And the show was amazing when I saw all of you here in February. So to us, you're like this thing up here, and to you, you may be like, I'm just Kat, I'm just Jake, and we play music, and
Definitely.
that's what we do.
That's it. We play covers, man, like everyone else does around the world.
Play in the corner of the tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I know Brad mentioned the same thing. He's like, I've been doing covers, and so I don't really know why this one is any different than what I've been doing. But I'm happy that it's taken off the way it has on the YouTube channel and all that kind of thing. But it's a little perplexing, I suppose. That's like, what's different about this one than what I was doing over here, over there. But
for sure,
that just kind of shows you how strange the industry can be at times, and how wonderful it can be at times too. So otherwise, we wouldn't be talking right now if there wasn't a YouTube channel.
Yeah, the whole YouTube thing's just really so incredible how it's reached so many people.
Yeah,
and
I know.
just obviously
Crazy.
COVID helped that, obviously, because people were just stuck inside. But
So there's some positives came out of COVID.
Yeah.
Like people connecting with each other all over the world. So it's it was a way for everyone to stay sane, I think.
yeah, but just having that like relatively consistent lineup on those videos is kind of like people, can connect with the actual band, because it's like same. It's like you get to know them.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I started my stuff during COVID. So I'd have regular viewers in the chat every time. Hey, Mark, what's going on? And they'll remember something that I said that I don't remember, from a previous interview, something like maybe personally was going on with me. It's like, no, how's that job? Or how's that whatever you're going to do? How do you know that? Oh, that's right. Because I ramble and I can't shut up.
People remember, man.
Yeah. But it is also cool that way. It's kind of like you had this virtual friend was basically there checking in on you. So, and I was going to let everybody out there know that we're kind of winding the time down. So if you have a question or comment for Jake or Kat, please get it into the chat as we kind of move through this. And Kat, as I mentioned, and we don't have to spend a whole lot of time on this, but you mentioned that your background is in musical theater. And that's something that you love, is hold dear to you. And so was the dream, like when you're, as a teenager, that you wanted to be on Broadway and doing all that kind of thing? Or what was it like for you, coming up?
Yeah, I think and this is something probably before meeting Jake on the cruise ship, I was auditioning for a lot of shows, a lot of different contracts, and my dancing prowess is definitely lacking, and so I'm not the triple threat I needed to be, and I have accepted that. So the dream was definitely to eventually maybe go to West End or Broadway, and didn't happen, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, I just grew up just doing a lot of musical theatre just in high school, just around Adelaide, did some Disney stuff and just nationally. But yeah, never ventured across the pond to do it. And yeah, so it'll always be a love of mine. And yeah, but the dream didn't happen, and that's okay.
Oh, you still got. You're not dead yet.
No, but we're doing something else
At the
and
moment,
that's
yeah.
fine. I think I made the comment when we were in New York that I'm singing Whitney Houston, this big, gigantic, huge, massive ballad on stage in New York, right next door to Broadway, and I said this is close enough. I'm happy. This is good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. And correct me if I'm wrong. Did you do like a tour maybe in Australia or something of Wicked?
It was just in Adelaide. So I was very lucky. This is what year was it now? 2016. That's how long ago it was. I was Glinda for an Adelaide production, and that was one of my dream roles. And yeah, I got to tick that off my bucket list. Yes, that was good. I was very fortunate to win the I was going to show you this. I have it in my music room. Win best female performance. That's probably
Yes, you got an award for it. Probably can't see it on the camera.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Just a local though, just a thing. But no, it was good fun, and I'm still very good friends with people in the Adelaide theatre community as well. The Adelaide theatre community is very underrated. I think the Adelaide music scene is also very underrated. Everyone's like, what's in the water in Adelaide? Everyone just seems to be, yeah, maybe it's because we have this reputation of nothing happens in Adelaide, so people just maybe just sit at home and hone their craft. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, I got to tick that one off the bucket list. One day, if it ever happens, again, putting this into the universe, I got to understudy Christine for Phantom of the Opera. So if I ever got that opportunity to do that role, and I might be a bit old now, but you know, Chris Jenner got plastic surgery, so maybe I could. I'm joking. That's also a dream, but we'll see. You and Maverick would have to come with me, and Toto.
I just ruined her life.
No, you
ambition.
didn't. You made it better. I have a baby. That's the biggest dream. So
Well, I can mention to you, Kat, that when the North American tour of Phantom came in 2018, I was press at that point. So I got to interview, it was Eva Tavares who played Christine Daae, and then her alternate, Emma Grimsley, was also there. So I got to meet Emma. And Emma's dad is Greer Grimsley, who's one of like the opera gods in the world. And he came to Seattle 2 years ago. So I finally got to meet him because he was like, I understand, you know, my daughter is what he said to me. And I'm like, yeah, I met Emma, and I did live streams during the pandemic, and even I are still in contact. So it was amazing to talk to them and then see them, you know, do their thing that night on stage. I met Megan Pacherno, who was in Love Never Dies, and then she also was Christine in Phantom, the international tour that happened right into the pandemic. Yeah, and Megan
that's
comes
incredible.
from those ladies are incredibly humble and obviously talented, but you would never know from talking to them what their backgrounds are or what they're doing for a living or anything like that. They're just regular people. They joke around with things, and Megan was like a mile a minute. I remember doing the interview in person with her, and she was so like on it. Like every question, she's like, blah, 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 blah. And then when we finished, the communication director sitting there, and her assistant was sitting there, and they were like, "You are perfect. You are the perfect interview," because I said questions, and then she had these long answers. Both, I can also tell you, they're about your height.
Oh wow! So very, very short.
Yay! Well, I'm so happy that I'm taller than I thought I was. I've lived most of my adulthood thinking that I was 5'1.5", but I'm almost 5'2". So we discovered. Unless you did that wrong, please tell me that it was right. I don't know why it's important. Because with theatre as well, especially I think it's not as strict now because everyone's being more inclusive, like with body positivity and all that sort of thing. But when I was in the thick of auditioning, you'd have to get weighed and you'd have to be measured as well. And a lot of the time it'd be, well, especially for Disney roles, you're too short. You can't do this role, or come back and like try out for, I guess, a smaller character, that sort of thing. So, but I'm not sure if it's as strict now.
Depends on the character, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of some of the other folks that I've met that do the tours in the musical theater world, and I think they probably relaxed that rule for most of them because, like, again, Eva Tavares, who played Christine, she's like 5'1", and Megan Pacherno, I swear, she's probably 4'10". She's really tiny.
Ooh, I'm too tall now. That's something.
It's always one thing or another. It's always one thing or another thing, huh? But no, I hopefully you're not picking it apart, but I loved your Musical Monday when you did the Wicked song.
Oh, thank you.
The Wizard and I'm like, oh, she's doing this, so I immediately stopped what I was doing and focused in on it. And I've reviewed that musical probably 3 times since it's come to Seattle. And obviously, the movie's been out and all that kind of thing. The second part's coming out in November. It's just like, okay, let's see what, I know what you're capable of. I want to see how you're going to kind of put your spin on it. And to me, you blew it out of the park. I mean, just like you. Yeah, I was like, listen to this.
To say.
Yeah, you've got pipes for days. And
you got pipes for days, man.
No, honey.
You got all kinds of pipes.
I don't say that lightly. I've been around music since I was about 9 years old and everything, and so many concerts and other people I've seen. So you're just like, whoa. And I got to see it live. That was the real test when you guys were here. Plus, that was the end of the tour.
Wow.
So you never know how the voice is going to hold up. And it was in winter and everything else. And I'm like,
that was the Seattle show, wasn't it?
I never remember how that show went.
I remember I had a headache backstage and I was on the couch. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I was just on the couch. And then
what theater was that again?
Came out and performed, and it was a great show. It was the Moore Theater in Seattle. It was that keyboard guy's last show, wasn't it?
Oh, that was sad.
Yeah.
Like it was wonderful, but he got really emotional
because he filled in for us.
Yeah.
Right.
He's an American dude, so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when Constantine mentioned that during the show about thanking our second keyboard player who came in and pinch hit for us and had a really tough time to learn the set and do all the things and I remember I thanked him after the show when he came out. Thank you for doing that kind of thing because it could have really messed up your plans as a band if you didn't have another keyboard player out there. So. Yeah, that's the theater where it's kind of known for the stuff that Pearl Jam had filmed there. Some of the music videos were filmed in that theater, and my good friend Ken was in those audiences. He was there, so I know Even Flow for sure was shot there, and I thought Alive was also shot there too. But
wow.
And there's
sorry, I'm still alive. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anytime that song's mentioned, I can't help it. Sorry, I can't.
I hope one day we get back to Seattle because I just want to come and watch the Mariners. Are you a Mariners fan?
Oh yeah, yep. I'm a Mariners fan. I am not a fan of their ownership, which almost every local fan will tell you because we've got issues with the ownership. But the team, they're doing well right now. They're in the wild card hunt right now. I haven't been to a game this season, but almost every year I go to games. I've been to playoff games back in 2001, and that whole. We could talk sports forever. I'm definitely a sports person, okay, yeah. I mean,
he's very much a jock.
Yeah, so I grew up playing baseball, and like the Mariners, I used to have the Nintendo 64 Ken Griffey Jr. game. The whole lineup: Joey Cora, Alex Rodriguez, Ken Griffey Jr., Glenn Allen Hill. It was a great team back then. Randy Johnson was on the mound.
Randy Johnson.
But I used to love that era of the Mariners.
When they first when they left the Kingdom and went to Safeco Field back in, what was that, 99? I want to say it opened like halfway through the season. I had a friend visiting from Canada, and her uncle said, "Hey, they opened up a new ballpark." So, and she wasn't really a baseball fan, but he was like, "You should go see that new ballpark. Ask your friend to buy you tickets to go to a game." And I was like, "Okay." So we went to a game, and we were sitting kind of past the first base on the first base side. So I got to see A-Rod and Griffey Jr. hit dingers back to back, right past us. So, and obviously outdoor baseball compared to the Kingdom, which was a closed stadium. As soon as I walked in, I said, "Okay, I get it now. I understand why they're pushing for this outdoor baseball stadium, because it was tremendous." And it's still my favorite places in Seattle to be at is that ballpark. I think it's beautiful.
Rubbing it in, man.
I used to do the behind the scenes tours all the time too, that anybody could sign up for. It's nothing special, but I used to do it with my students every summer. So I got to a point where I could probably give the tour. I knew all the information. So yeah, if you guys tour here during baseball season and there's a gap, or I don't know, you have a travel day or something, you can try to take in a game, and I'd love to do that.
Yeah, for sure. When were we there? February. Yeah, obviously season wasn't started yet, but yeah, one day.
There's a funny story though about baseball and being over there. We finished up was this our second contract? It was our second cruise ship contract. And Carnival, they book your flights home, but our connecting flight before flying home, we were on separate flights, and we were supposed to meet up on the plane. And so I think both our flights were delayed. So I was like, and I was running late for the plane. I went, "Oh, Jake is hopefully there." Got to the plane and you're not there. And
I was on another flight.
I know, but I'm talking about the flight home.
Oh.
So he missed his flight home because his flight was delayed as well. And I'm there panicking because I'm in the air. I've got no idea where Jake is. Is he alive? I land in Sydney and I check Facebook and he's at a baseball game. And I'm there going, "Oh, is he alive? What's happened? Something happened to him."
My flight got there was like a big delay, like 24 hours or whatever. And they obviously put me in some accommodation. And I'm like, what am I going to do in LA? I'm just here by myself. So I'm just Googled the Dodgers, got an Uber straight to the ground. And yeah, it was just sat there and it was the best. I reckon I messaged you.
And then your brother picked me up and he's like, "Where's Jake?" And I went, "At a baseball game."
That was a huge highlight for me.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh man. Well, and are you still a Dodgers fan now?
No. I just, because that was the city I was in.
Oh, okay.
So I just wanted to get to any MLB game I would have been happy with.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I was just stoked to be there.
Yeah, I mean this is the week. Actually, starting tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. It's the big Ichiro Hall of Fame weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So he's going to give his speech on Saturday before the game. I think they're retiring his number 2. So
51.
Yep.
I'm a fan.
What I associate with Ichiro is that his rookie year was 2001. I was out of work. I didn't have a day job. And my friend who used to work at the same place that I worked at, he eventually lost his job. We all got laid off. And they used to do this thing, and Jake, you might remember this. They had a player named Jay Buhner out in right field.
Yeah, of course.
And he was bald. And so they used to do the Buhner buzz cut night, and that's when, as a fan, you can go sit in the chair and they would shave you bald like Jay.
Heck, how funny!
Yeah, they give you a T-shirt, give you a ticket to the game, and all of us would sit in the same section. So all these bald-headed fans were sitting in one section.
Oh my god!
And so in 2001, it wasn't far of a stretch for me to go from a little bit of hair to this. But for my friend, he had a full head of thick hair, and we're both sitting in the chair, and we're pointing at each other, and we're laughing as they're shaving our heads. And we didn't have money, we didn't have a job, so it's like, well, we'll just go watch the game for free and get our heads shaved and get a T-shirt. And so I remember we're sitting all in that section, and they put us up on the jumbotron, and we're all laughing at each other.
It's like the Hindley Street Country Club in the audience. Everyone's bald anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was like. And I decided just to keep shaving my head from that point on. So that's why I have like the ring of hair if I let it grow.
Looks great, man.
We have the same haircut.
Yeah, Jay Buhner, number 5. That he hit number 5 in my lineup on that Nintendo game. I still remember. That was a great team.
That would make sense because he would be like right past cleanup typically. They might have
Pretty
Edgar
much,
at number
yeah.
4, or they might have
Edgar
him.
Martinez 4. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Well, wow.
Uh,
If I get a chance to, meet you guys in person, we're gonna probably end up talking baseball a lot because that goes way back for me. Then I would
Yeah,
want
great.
to talk musicals with Kat and talk
Yeah, sure.
maybe hair products with Jordan or something. I don't know. But for fans, if you have any other questions or comments, please get them in as we're getting ready to wind this down. So it sounds like with Musical Mondays and your Patreon and kind of feeling that all out, that's what's you're kind of working through that. You said you did some recording with Hindley, so something's gonna be coming out one of these Fridays, eventually, like it always does. And I asked this of Jordan if I remember right, and you kind of touched on it, but live. Is there a song that you kind of really look forward to and hope it stays in the set for both of you? They could be different songs, obviously, but for Kat, is there a song like, I love singing that song. I hope, Con keeps it in there.
You go first.
I think, again, for me, getting to do It's All Coming Back to Me by Celine is pretty cool because, again, I idolized her growing up. And she's very theatrical in how she performs, like the hands and and getting to sort of channel that as well. And just getting to do that on big stages is a pinch me moment. So hopefully that stays in or something similar. And I, like I said, I just love doing BVs. So yeah, I'm just happy to be there.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm happy if a lot of the set changes. So you're playing something different. But I understand
I'm looking forward to that too.
some songs obviously will stay there because they work and everything and it's part of the show and there's a flow and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But for me, probably nothing's going to stop us. That was the first video
His very first video with Hindley Street
that I recorded with the band. So it's kind of like a bit of a,
He was so nervous.
yeah, no. I like if that song's, I feel like that song will stay in there for a while, but there's something that means something to me with that song. I don't know why, but just she sang it with Jordan and I played on it and just, I have a weird connection with that song.
Yeah.
But everything else doesn't matter. I'm happy to do different ones.
I think that was also for you because when Jake and I met, we met overseas, which is funny because we're both from Australia, but I'm born and bred in Adelaide and he's from Sydney, and I guess that was sort of your first time playing in a band format in Adelaide as well. So he's from Sydney. Here's your band, Hindley Street Country Club.
Yeah, because we were doing
on sesh.
We were doing a lot of like acoustic duo gigs.
And I don't know if that sort of contributed to it as well. It's like that was you sort of, I guess, finding your place in Adelaide.
That was 4 years ago now.
Yeah, longer, wasn't it? 2018, 2019?
No, when we did Nothing's Gonna Stop Us, that was like 21 or something.
Was it 21?
But anyway, so probably that song for me. Everything else can go. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We get. I think there was rumor mill. There was talk about some new songs being added to the encore tour, but we shall see.
Some songs you can't take out. They're just too strong. So I understand that point. But yeah, for you probably Celine, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and I know I mentioned this during Brad's interview, but I would love to hear any version in terms of the vocals that are within the live band do an a cappella number just for the concerts, not for the YouTube channel. As a little thank you for basically getting off the couch, coming down to the show, paying your money, all that kind of thing. And clearly you have all these lead vocalists in the band, so it's like it wouldn't be hard to do. But then I would leave it up to, I think that would be something kind of special for everybody. Like, we got to hear whatever song done a cappella, and Con can do the arrangement or whatever he wants to do. But that's just my little suggestion piece.
That's a great suggestion. I really like the idea. What was that track that you did, the acoustic one? You're singing 4-part harmony or whatever it was.
Are you talking about Afternoon Delight? That's not a cappella, but that's like a big harmony focused one.
That was really nice. Just it showed the vocal,
Yeah, but just again, coming from that musical theatre choir background, vocal ensembles, I love a cappella arrangements of things. I think I've got a few on my channel, just again, but it's all just me just doing everything a cappella. So I love the idea of thick, lush harmonies and that creating the sound only.
Yeah.
But well,
And I love the idea for a drink break. So perfect.
the idea for a drink break.
That's a good suggestion.
Brad needs more time for a drink break.
We will suggest it to the
Brad's
man.
playing drums, singing. When does he have a drink break?
Oh, he's just a machine.
Yeah, I know.
But
Okay,
yeah,
let's
that'd be
see.
nice.
Our last question from the chat will be: is there any? And you may not know anything about this, but is there any plans to come back to America?
I think there is, but we don't know. I mean, I hope so.
I hope so.
Because we couldn't get there.
Well,
so.
my bag is actually still half packed from when we thought we were going. So, but yeah, circumstances change. You can't help what happens with government and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, but we would love to. We love America. It's a good time, and I think when we were over there with Hindley Street, but also just us two, just your appreciation for music is so different to at home. It's just you sit and listen. It's
I mean, they listen here in Australia too, but it's a different appreciation.
Yeah.
You guys cheer us on more. I think if that's
you're there because you want to listen to the music. You're not there because you want to listen to Horses by Daryl Braithwaite. I'm trying to think what's the equivalent in America. What's the equivalent Horses? Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely different appreciation.
Yeah.
And just that they would get up in the audience over there.
That being said, though, doing a show to our home crowd is very you get very emotional because all the Adelaide shows, it's because you see people that you're friends with and your family, or people that are regular fans, or people that go to your gigs outside of Hindley Street, and that's also just because they're your home people, so there's nothing like doing a show at home as well. So
Yeah, I know that from a fan standpoint. So when the band Queensryche, which is a Bellevue, Washington-based band since the 80s and 90s, a heavy metal band, when they play hometown shows, they're always sold out. They've got fans like me that've been going since the 80s. So it's kind of like they see this familiar faces. I'm sure that, their family members are there too and in the crowd. And even when I played in an acoustic duo around town, I think my mom was at almost every show we played.
I love that.
That's so nice.
Yeah, my dad would show up to a lot of them. My brother, sister-in-law, cousins showed up. And people I used to work with. And it's people told me they thought that was harder when there was people that they knew. And I'm like, no, I feel more comfortable. To me, I'm the opposite. I actually feel, I'd rather know that they're much more forgiving. They know me and they know what I've been through or what I've been doing trying to get to this point, versus me. We've had some strangers that were heckling us and giving us a hard time and that kind of thing. And that's never fun. And my singer at the time was very, very, very thin-skinned, I guess you could say. And so a lot of times I'm the one that would have to go deal with this stuff. And I'm not a big guy and I'm not confrontational or anything like that, but I'm not going to let you ruin our good time. I'm just not going to let you do it. But luckily that was only a few individuals who won't be named here. But yeah, I think that you mentioned your hometown shows, and it's interesting that you mentioned that the way that we appreciate things, at least in America, we're a little bit different. I actually haven't heard that from any guests, and I've interviewed guests from all over the world.
We were getting standing ovations mid-song. I'm like, man, they love this. Song's not even half over yet. It's just it's really nice. And they just, I don't know, even when we did the America stuff, on the cruise ships, they were just so.
I love the girl sing. I'm like, oh, thanks.
They're encouraging too.
Very nice. I appreciate it.
They encourage us in Australia as well. but it's definitely different.
Be more subdued, maybe.
Different
They're
vibe.
either very subdued, and then you're like, oh, no one really cares, and then they'll come up to you afterwards and be like, oh, that was wonderful, or they'll be very, very highly intoxicated and heckle you.
Yeah.
So that's it's either or, but yeah, it's just different culture, I think.
Okay. Well, everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us. Kat and Jade, thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you having us.
Yeah, this was awesome to get a chance to talk to both of you and get to know you better. And yeah, whenever you come back, I'm guessing it's probably next year to Seattle. Hopefully I can at least say like a quick hello and not get in your
For
face.
sure. 100%. No, we're definitely catching up for sure.
If I'm backstage with Maverick, Jake will come get me, or we'll bring you back.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Although he's probably been running even more, like he's non-stop. He might end up on stage at some point, hopefully with his nappy on and not bare bum.
They say diaper over there.
Oh, sorry, diaper, not nappy.
But if you ever have something else that you have coming up through your Patreon or something else through your YouTube channel and you want to promote it, just you know how to get a hold of me. I would always make time for both of you to come back onto this platform. Yeah, I'd love talking to you, and I'd love promoting what you have going on. So
I'm looking forward to your highlights reel for your big 400. That'll be.
I've got 3 days to put it together.
Oh.
No pressure.
That's sorry.
No, that's okay. It's a great idea. I really should. I just didn't think to. In the past, like when I hit 100 or 200, like I was letting everybody know, hey, and then this one just kind of creeped up on me, and I'm like, dang, that's a lot of interviews.
Good, man. That's something to be proud of. You should do it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm absolutely going to put some. I don't know if it's going to be a highlight, but it's going to be a reel. I'm going to put something together and do that.
Needs to make it.
I'll be sure to find that clip with Mo and the donkey in the background.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'll get that link to you separately.
No worries.
But for you guys, have a great Friday over there. And I'll have a nice evening here. Yeah, and again, anytime you want to talk, I'm happy to come back on.
Cool.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Take it easy. See ya.
Bye.